No, thank you.
All right, very good. Ms. Bond will continue at this time. Thank you. Thank you, counsel. Have a good Thanksgiving.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court calls case People versus Mia Caruso. Call.
Assistant Public Defender Davy Lieb on behalf of Ms. Perusa.
State your name.
Mia Caruso, sir.
The first case I called up when I came to the second half of the docket.
My apologies, Your Honor.
Now she's darn near last. No, we all understand it's your fault. All right.
The court should be a plea form.
I am.
As well as in divisive rights, Your Honor.
The plea form indicates that the defendant will be pleading guilty to an added count to a false report of a misdemeanor to 93-day offense. Upon her successful plea to that charge, count one would be dismissed. And it's also agreed that the prosecutor will be recommending sentencing under the Homes Useful Training Act.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's the court's full understanding of the agreement.
That's mine as well.
Yes, that's a complete recitation.
May I have her sworn, please?
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear to affirm and testify the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
State your name, please.
Mia Caruso.
Ma'am, it is this court's understanding that you are going to be pleading guilty to the charge of false report of a misdemeanor. That itself is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, $500 fine plus court costs. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You also understand that while I'm taking your plea, I would not be your sentencing judge, and you would be sentenced before Judge Washington in the 14B District Court.
Yes, Your Honor.
Understanding all of that, do you still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
And you understand that by pleading guilty, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, Your Honor.
You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes.
Any question regarding any of those rights?
No, Your Honor.
Please look at paragraph 5. You'll see a copy on the podium. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead?
No.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No.
You're doing this voluntarily
Yes.
of your own free will
Yes.
and because you believe that you are indeed guilty of this offense?
Yes.
February 2nd, 2025, at the location of 2680 International Drive, apartment 801A, Ypsilanti Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan. What'd you do that makes you think that you're guilty?
I had falsified some of the details in the reporting saying that it was stolen while it was getting warmed up for a gas station run.
Say again?
Your Honor, may I have what here?
I had
I wanted to-
falsified some of the details stating that the car was stolen while being warmed up for the gas station, and that's not like how it was stolen.
So it was your car?
A company's car,
Oh,
my possession.
it was a company car.
Correct.
Where you worked or formerly worked?
I was formerly working for that company.
Okay, and you had one of their cars.
Yeah.
And so where was the car when you made this report?
When the report was like initially made, I believe it was already crashed.
Okay, so let me get this right, young lady. You had a car, it was a company car, you crashed it.
Someone that I know that like technically they stole it, they crashed it, and I had reported that it was stolen while it was like waiting to be warmed up at the gas station, but in fact it was already like
Hey, hold on. So somebody you knew stole the vehicle, or at least drove it away without your permission.
correct.
They crashed it,
Correct.
but not so bad that it was undrivable.
It was.
You-
It was flipped upside down.
It what?
It was flipped upside down. It ended up like getting flipped in the crash.
Okay, so then at some point you called the police because of that?
Yeah, like they had told me that like, hey, I accidentally crashed your vehicle. Can we like get this figured out? And I was like, okay. Let me come up there,
So, hold
figure out
on,
what's going on.
hold on. The police arrived at the crash scene, right? Or no?
I
Your Honor,
believe,
if I may, she was not present at the crash scene.
yeah, I wasn't at the crash.
Okay, so they called you or somehow got through to you and you
Yeah.
needed to call the police.
When after like I got a call from like my friend saying that they crashed my vehicle, I came up there and I had reported that like the vehicle had been stolen. It had been stolen while it was being warmed up for the gas station. When in fact,
Okay, now the gas station fault. I couldn't
Yeah.
figure out after the
You're like,
crash
what?
how it got to the gas station.
you're like,
So
yeah,
you told the police that the vehicle got stolen when you were warming it up at the gas station.
correct.
That was incorrect and false, right?
Yeah.
And the very fact that, well, you knew how it was stolen, but you didn't disclose that to the police.
After I got brought in for an interview, is when I disclosed like the whole
But your
story.
initial report,
But yeah,
was not
correct.
that, correct? Okay. And in doing so, you were in telling them about the warming up of the car and then whatever, then you were intentionally misleading the police and that report was a false one.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Correct.
If I accept your plea, I need you to understand that if you commit misconduct between the time that I accept your plea and the time of sentencing, you commit misconduct as defined in the Michigan court rules, that any sentence evaluation or recommendation the court would no longer be bound by, and you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea. You understand that?
Correct.
Counsel, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
None known to the defense, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
And have I complied with the court rule, and would it be proper to accept this defendant's?
Yes, Your
You are
Honor.
satisfied.
Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Pre-sentence investigation and report is ordered at 14B probation. Sentencing will be
January 15th at 10 a.m.
January 15th, 2026, 10 a.m. That is before Judge Washington. For a bond. Why?
Like, why did I say it?
Why all of this?
I didn't know what to do in the initial situation, to be honest. Like, it was like from 3 to like 6 a.m. I was just like tired. Didn't know what was going on. First ever like crazy thing. Yeah,
How old are you?
20.
Is your dad with you?
Yes, sir.
What did he say about all this?
It was a dumb and crazy thing I got myself into.
Is that what, that's what your dad said? He just looked at you and said it's a dumb and crazy thing?
He was kind of like, what the heck were you thinking? Kind of like type of deal.
And when your dad asked you that, what were you thinking?
Same thing. I didn't know what to do in that state, in that situation. Yeah,
And he raised you better than that.
did. He did, sir.
Are you in school?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be going to college for business.
And what happened?
With school,
Sure, let's start there.
I wanted to focus on making money and saving up for and stuff.
So when you said you were going to do that, just ask a question. What did Dad say?
Wasn't the biggest like supporter of me.
Hold on a
Dropping out
second
of
before
college.
you start that statement. What did your dad tell you when you said, I'm not going to school, I'm going to go out and just make money?
He is normally really supportive. He has like his own like little opinions. He kind of gave me like a look more of like speaking anything.
Okay, so what was Dad telling you?
He was telling me kind of that I was making a bad decision
Yeah, and why do you think he was telling you that?
because I probably should have focused more on school. Because school can higher my chances of a lot.
I mean, although Dad didn't say it, you know he wasn't happy when you made that decision, right?
Yeah.
So why were you trying to skirt around it? I'm a dad myself. I know he was not happy.
Yeah.
10 minutes in, and this courtroom has already been through a whirlwind. We watched one man fight for a second chance just to make it home for Thanksgiving, and a judge who decided to trust him, but only barely. Now the tension shifts as the next case enters, and you can feel every eye in the room tighten. Every decision from this point forward could change someone's freedom, someone's future, or someone's family. What would you do if you were the judge right now? Tell us below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more real courtroom moments.
I just thought like making money was like a, I don't know, a tried good decision. And I wasn't really like 100% on going for business. I was still kind of like mixed up, and I didn't want to like get myself wrapped up in like tuition debt, and all that. With
So
like,
let's see, you went to school, the whole world's in front of you. You can decide from anything. It's just a buffet of things, but gee, you couldn't decide. So I just didn't want to do that, and I wanted to go out and try to make money.
yeah, that was kind of like my
So
job.
how's that working out for you?
Not the best. I have been thinking about like getting back into college
Really?
or trade school. But it's just the step I gotta take to get back into.
What did your dad tell you to do?
What did he specifically tell me to do? He'd encourage me.
What would, no, why, I don't know why you're stuttering whenever I ask you that. You know darn well what the man would tell you. What would he tell you to do?
He'd tell me
Because
to
if
go to
you
college.
don't want to tell me, I'll bring him up here and have him tell me.
He would tell me to go to college and get my
Would he?
yeah.
So let's see. You're just too grown to do that because you're all 20 now.
I wouldn't say I'm too grown. I need to figure stuff out a lot.
What do you need to figure out? You're 20. You figure nothing out. You know nothing.
Yeah, correct.
I know. I've had one of you. So when are we going back to school?
I was trying to go for like psychology, and so when I just don't want to be in debt my whole life. That's my
This is gonna
biggest
be
like.
one of the long daughter stories. Go ahead. What?
I just don't want to be in debt. Like that's my biggest like thought process is I don't want to be in debt for a while, or for like not ever, but like if I would rather have the choice to be in debt or not take debt, I'd rather not.
It's America.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
why. When are you going back to school?
Hopefully by next.
No. We're not doing hopefully.
February of next year,
Perhaps when you leave court today,
Or-
it might be
or
a
no,
good
leave
time
court
for you to look
today.
into that.
even more.
Can I just ask you this? Why wouldn't you just do what your dad may want you to do? Is there a reason?
Not necessarily. It's just I'm bad at starting stuff and sticking with it.
No, your dad came down and sat with you at the last hearing.
Yes. Each one of them.
Oh, I know. I was watching. And he just sat there very patiently while you were going to come up here before the court. I'm sure he had other things that he could do.
Almost everything.
But I watched that man and he never left his daughter's side. Right?
Correct.
But why can't you do something that would probably mean the world to that man?
Yeah. You are right.
What?
I said you are right. I do.
I know I'm right.
Right.
That's right. But why can't you do that for him?
I could. I just gotta put forth the effort.
Tell you what, Miss Wiley, can you call Judge Washington before I talk to her? I tell her I'm keeping this case. You are going to go to school.
Thank you, sir.
So her sentencing date will change. What is it?
22nd.
We're going to do it December 22nd, 2025, 9 a.m. That's before me. Everything's going to need to be paid at 14B, but so now that this case is mine, when are we going to school?
I'm gonna figure it out as soon as I get out of here, sir.
I heard your attorney tell you that.
I'm gonna talk
What's
to my
wrong?
dad about
Why
it.
are you crying?
That's just like a great opportunity.
What is?
Being able to like not only like get it in front of you, but like be able to go back to school. Like actually, it's just been hard to get my life together, to be honest.
That what?
It's been a bit hard to get like my focus straight, my life together for like a minute.
It's not going to be that hard, lady.
Yeah. Thank you.
The thing that you got to do, you just got to put the other. You just got to do it. You think everything for your dad throughout his life was easy?
No, it's definitely not.
And so there came times where he just had to make that first step and then go to that next step. Where were you enrolled in school?
Monroe community.
Monroe. So their classes, like every other community college, will start back up in January.
This should be the first step.
Yeah. And so you can go down there. You know how to fill out FAFSA?
Yeah.
To get, you know about all of that.
A little bit about it, yeah.
Well, you better find out a whole lot about it. And I want you in classes by January.
Okay.
And when I say that, I don't want any cream puff classes. You come in here with underwater basket weaving or something like that, and I got someplace you can sit until you rethink that decision.
Understood.
Understood?
Understood, sir.
Young lady, if there was anything in the world you could be and would want to be, what would it be? Just
You're gonna think I'm crazy for saying
no, I don't think anybody's crazy. Well, you're an attorney. But I don't think
Just a
anybody's
little,
crazy.
Judge.
But just a little.
um
What would you want to be?
one of my dreams since I was a little girl was to get into like modeling and acting. Just because it's something my brother used to do when he was younger, and I just thought that would be just like a great career path for me.
Okay. And if you want, no, that's not crazy. But if you wanted to follow that dream, why don't you?
I don't know.
Because here's the funny thing. You can have that dream that's what you want to do. The great thing about life and the great thing about education is that as you're going on that journey, all of a sudden you see something else. And now's the time in life for you to be able to sort of grab onto something else and just look at it. Because there's a whole lot out there that you have no idea about. Nothing. I mean, you just don't know. It's a whole world open up. So you're going to be on a journey with me, and you're going to figure that out.
Absolutely.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Dad, you want her back, or you want me to change her bond? You want? See, he didn't even have to take you back. All he had to do was say, "Judge, take her." You'd be gone. I wouldn't even ask any questions. Bond will continue, young lady. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Thank you too, Your Honor.
All right. And you will get in touch with my probation department down here. They're down the hall on the left. And Ms. Polero will explain to you how I am about school.
Okay. And then any future dates that I need
The
to?
22nd, she said.
22nd. So I'll see you before Christmas. And we'll decide if there's going to be a Christmas. Because if Dad comes in and say he's disappointed, you're going. All right.
Yes, sir.
You take care.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Dad, take care of yourself.
Happy Thanksgiving, Your Honor.
Yes, and to you, Ms. Faltez.
Thank you.
All right. I got two up here.
Awesome.
The last 10 minutes told a story of pressure, honesty, and consequence. We just watched a young woman break down her false report, a moment where fear and bad judgment came crashing into real-world responsibility. The judge pressed her hard, not to embarrass her, but to make sure she understood the weight of what she did. And now, her future rests on whether she can own that mistake. If you were in her place, would you have handled things differently? Drop your thoughts in the comments and make sure to like and subscribe for the next twist.
Can you state your name? State your name.
Anthony Wilson.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I appreciate the court's accommodation in passing this matter. Before we broke, the court asked that I get in contact with the lab in Detroit that Mr. Wilson's been testing at. We were able to do that. Mr. Wilson did provide a sample on November 22nd. The test results have not yet been processed by that lab. But with that said, Your Honor, he is drug tested November 7th, November 9th, November 22nd, which is consistent with random testing once a week, which was initially ordered. The issue is he needs to have these results provided to community corrections by signing a release of information. And if the court is so gracious as to continue his bond, I would make sure that is done. That said, we have no result for the November 22nd date. And I think the bigger issue here is Mr. Wilson tested positive for THC in the first 3 samples he provided, and he expects he'll test positive for THC in the sample he just provided. I spoke to Mr. Wilson, and he is going to take the steps to either get a medical cannabis license or refrain from using marijuana while he's on bond. And he understands that cannot use marijuana while bond. Your Honor, I would ask the court to consider continuing his bond based on the fact he's made his 2 court appearances. He has not been charged with, or he hasn't been convicted of any crimes in, it looks like, about 10 years based on my review of his criminal history. Mr. Wilson is a father. He has 2 young kids. And when I went back to speak with him, his number one concern was making sure those kids get picked up from school. So we did make arrangements to make sure that happened. Mr. Wilson works 2 jobs. He works for DoorDash and Uber in addition to currently building his home business. Your Honor, I would ask the court to consider continuing his bond. I don't believe he's a threat to the public. I don't think he's a flight risk. And with these bond violations, he's going to get compliant with his bond.
He's going to what?
He's going to get compliant with his bond and remain compliant with his bond.
What I should do, Mr. Wilson, is I should lock you up for a couple of reasons. One, you're in violation of your bond, but at least you've been testing. Explain to me something now. Because your counsel makes a good argument about kind of letting you go and letting you do these things. Explain to me, when I sent you back, why you had to act like you did.
I didn't act like anything.
Mr. Wilson. Your Honor, when I spoke to Mr. Wilson,
What were you telling these officers? Because all they're doing is following my order. So if you want to maintain that you did nothing, then we'll maintain that and I'll just make my darn decision. They do not deserve to in any way be disrespected.
I apologize for my outburst of what I may have said. At the moment, because someone used my name, I'm going through this instance, so I'm totally innocent. I'm being really drugged through the mud because of this. So I'm very frustrated, and I'm sorry, Your Honor.
I get it.
So I
Is
take
that anybody in this room's fault?
I take accountability for my action. I apologize for the way I acted. There's no excuse, but it's just so much on me right now. It's just, I've never been to Ann Arbor in my life. And the 2 times I've been here, I've been in cuffs both times. And I've never been here in my life.
Maybe, can I just say this? Maybe what you should do is just check your attitude. And I'm dead serious about that. Because when I found out what happened back there, you weren't going to see the light of day through Thanksgiving.
I understand, Your Honor.
And you know what's funny about that is? It was the people you disrespected that even started me maybe changing my mind about where you should spend Thanksgiving. Because while you had already disrespected them, they realized that you've got kids, that you want to be someplace.
Yes.
So instead of giving them a hard time, you ought to thank them.
I'll thank them for what they did. Do they help me get in contact with my family to at least check on my kids?
Exactly.
I'm responsible for them, and without me, they can't get back and forth to school or anything.
Right. And they got that, didn't they?
Yes.
And they made sure that you could do. That's the only reason that you're still back there right now.
I understand, Your Honor.
Think before you start doing stuff, all right?
Yes.
And I realize you might be frustrated by this whole process, about everything that's going on.
Totally, Your Honor.
Young man, give it a chance to just work itself through. Because acting the way that you're acting now, those kids are going to be without dad.
You're absolutely right, Your Honor. These couple of hours away from them has been a lot.
Yeah. And think about it if it were just a few days, because again, that's where you were.
I understand, Your Honor.
Are we adjourning this out?
Your Honor, I would request that this matter be set for examination.
So all of the discovery is complete. You have it.
Believe so, Your Honor.
People have their witnesses available the 23rd.
We will try for that date, Your Honor. One of my officers, I'll have to double check with him, but I'll try for that date.
Preliminary examination in person, December 23rd, 2025, noon. That's before me, Mr. Wilson.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So you will have an opportunity to show me if you can use your head about this.
You're right, Your Honor. Yes.
You hear me?
Yes, 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 sir.
And if you come back here before me and that's not it, we're going to have a problem. And when I have a problem with people, who wins?
Probably you do most of the time.
Probably in here, always.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Excuse me, is there anything I need to sign before, 'cause that's the whole problem we're having here.
What do you mean?
I'll make sure the appropriate releases are.
Oh, the release. I don't have the release. So here's what you got to do, young man. The place that you're testing,
Yes,
you got to get a release. Then the public defender can help you. You got to get a release to them to release the results to community corrections.
okay,
Okay. The other thing you got to do is you got to get on that medical marijuana card, so you're not in violation there.
okay.
You got it?
Yes, sir.
So it's really simple. Don't mess it up.
Yes, sir.
Let your bond continue. And you know what? Those three folks around you, you need to thank them for your freedom.
Yes,
Because
sir.
I wasn't going to do it.
Thank you, sir. Have a happy holiday.
You do the same. Enjoy your kids. Huh?
30 minutes in,
Who is
and the
three
courtroom has
folks
shifted
around
from
you?
legal arguments to
You need
life
to
lessons.
thank them
The
for your
judge didn't
freedom.
just question her story,
Because
he questioned
I
her
wasn't
choices,
gonna do it.
her path, and her future. You
Thank
could
you,
feel
sir.
the room go silent as
Have
she
a happy
admitted
holiday.
the truth.
You do the
She
same.
stepped away from
Enjoy
school,
your kids.
tried to chase quick money, and now everything is catching up to her. This isn't just a case anymore, it's a wake-up call. If you were sitting in that jury box, would this emotional testimony change your opinion?
Where's-
Comment your verdict and remember to
Why
like
do
and
these
subscribe
files
for
keep
more
coming
courtroom
out?
breakdowns.
Why does these files keep coming out? Court calls case, People versus Terrence Kenyon.
Prosecuting attorney for the people.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Ginyard. Record again?
Terrence Ginyard, Your Honor.
Your Honor, thank you for the opportunity to speak with my clients again. I think he would like to address the court.
Yes.
Your Honor, I take full responsibility of the violation. Like I said,
What happened?
so the night of the 22nd was her birthday party. It was really
Whose
big.
birthday party?
Stand, please.
Who is it?
Sherelle, this is my fiance, Sherelle Smith.
Ma'am, you could sit if you want. I don't know how I don't even know how he is trying to tell her to stand. How do you do that?
Oh, you asked who it was, so
I know I asked her who it was. If she felt like standing, she could stand.
yes, sir.
If I wanted her to stand, I'd tell her to stand. I don't know what you are in control of nothing right now.
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead.
So on the night of her birthday party, I cooked, tried to make everything perfect for her and her family. That's from Detroit. They came down, celebrated her birthday at home, had a good time. There was no alcohol around that I seen. Now I did take a cup of substance, I guess, that consumed alcohol. Now I do agree to that. And it was a cup that was around that I had misplaced with mines. Now I do agree to taking that. At the same time, as far as battling everything I'm going through, I was talking to CMH. They're working with me. My mom is staying with me now, just as far as her care. With my daughter being out of UNIC and recovering well, that is. I just was battling a lot. My first time on tether, sir. I haven't been in trouble in 7 years. Not saying that's a good or a bad thing, but just to bring the matters forward. I've been doing a great job handling myself. I have my own place. I've been there 5 years. I've had this job for 2 years. I'm a sous chef there. I was supposed to be at work today. If I missed this weekend, for sure, I'm out of a job.
Oh, I know.
Understood. But just going through all this, I've been dealing with CMH for mental health. I do have an appointment in 4 days, and she has on record I sent to her with them, so I can get some type of help with mental and some type of treatment. Now, I was going to ask you if it's okay, even if, say, for this violation, I'm not saying it's not serious. It's my first time being on this type of thing. And if I can do like 3 times a day blowing, if I can do any type of outside programs, if I can report to community corrections twice a week, anything just to keep my job and my place to stay. Because I have her with me that stays in my apartment, and I have my mom. And I don't know, like, if I'm incarcerated, I'm not going to have a place to stay. Neither will they.
Ma'am, does he talk this much always? Yeah. Does it get on your nerves? Yeah, because about a third into his thing, it was getting on my nerves. But I gotta let him go, and then I could see you there just. So why should I give you another chance? Because normally this is real simple for me.
Only because of my living situation, I would ask your honor, and as far as my job and my commitment to my family. My commitment to my family. That's all. That's the only reason I would not ask for jail, sir, or for this violation. It's just because the commitment to my family. And as far as much as I progressed through the years, even though, like I said, I haven't been here in 7 years, I asked for some type of help, and I'm reached out to CMH. I'll see them in 4 days, and I do have the appointment.
I think Mr. Ginyard speaks very well for himself. But I just want to emphasize to the court he's expressed to me how much pressure he is under supporting all those around him. He knows that this violation has threatened that, and any further violations will threaten that as well. He has children, and he's up in circuit court on a felony non-support case where he has paying significant amounts of child support. So like you said, his mother is staying with him. His mother has kidney cancer.
I'm able to. I'm registered to pay $1,000 a month on top of I have to pay $9,000 before the end of next year in order not to make it a felony. I'm just going through a lot right now, so I need to keep my job, my place, and to make sure my family has somewhere to go this winter. Please, I beg.
The young lady in the pink is your fiance?
Yes, sir.
Turn around and apologize to her.
Sure, I apologize for my actions and what I've caused.
He didn't even know what he's apologizing for.
Anything that we have on, I'm truly sorry.
That's not even what I wanted you to apologize for. You want to know why did I stop you from talking the first time?
About the cake.
Why did I stop you from talking?
About the cake incident, sir.
Yeah. What were the words that were coming out of your mouth regarding that cake?
As far as an infused cake, sir.
Yeah. But what else was coming out of your mouth that would lead me to think you need to apologize to her?
That it was her birthday cake.
No.
And that she did it. You were blaming her for what was your weakness, your mistake.
Understood, sir. Yes, sir.
That's the part that I didn't even know she was here. I don't know her, but that's just wrong. You know, and maybe it's the time to say something like this. Sometimes, you know, just stand up, be a man, take it. If you did something wrong, you did something wrong. Don't take your lady and blame her for it, or that she did something and that's why I'm in the boat I'm in. You're in the boat you're in because you're in the boat you're in.
True, sir. Yes, sir, Your Honor.
I'm going to adjourn this probable cause hearing to December 11, 2025, 9 a.m.
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to put him in for Thanksgiving, although I should.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you, Judge Simpson.
No, you don't thank me. You thank her.
Yes.
Because she's the one that's leading me to do it.
Okay.
You got it?
Yes, sir.
So it's really simple. Don't mess it up.
Yes, sir.
40 minutes in, and the
continues.
session comes to a powerful
And
close.
you know what?
After
Speak
confessions,
folks around
corrections,
you.
and tough conversations,
need
the
to
judge
thank them
finally
for your
moves the case
freedom.
forward, reminding
I
everyone
wasn't
that
gonna
one
do it.
bad decision can echo far beyond a single
Thank you, sir.
moment. Justice
Have a
today
happy
wasn't
holiday.
just about
You do the
charges, it
same.
was about truth,
Enjoy your
accountability, and the chance to grow before it's too late. But did everyone get the outcome they truly deserved, or did the system miss something? Share your thoughts below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned
do
for
these
more
files
real
keep coming
courtroom
out?
stories just like this.